Do you like Hollow Knight? Well, I do. But you know what I like more? Torturing my friends. Yep, that's right. After 4 months, I finally got around to hosting yet another speedrun tournament. But this time, I'm forcing my friends to speedrun Hollow Knight. Although this time around, there's a twist. You see, in the past, the winner of the tournament would get pretty much nothing if they won. But this time around, the winner actually gets a prize in the form of a 1-month free trial to Game Pass Ultimate, meaning that for a month, whoever won would be able to get access to Silksong for free on day 1. But aside from that reward, you're probably wondering how this event worked. Well, the tournament was organized into 3 rounds, with each round having a specific objective that everyone would be speeding towards. With round 1's objective being to defeat Hornet in Green Path, the second round's objective being to unlock the Dream Nail, and finally the third round's objective being to awaken any one of the 3 dreamers in the game. And so with that very long-winded intro out of the way, let's finally get into the tournament, starting with... Alright, on 3, 2, 1, go. And just like that, round 1 began. Now, right off the bat, it was a little hard to tell just who exactly was going to come in first for this round, since everyone had their own ways of getting to Hornet, with some of them opting to go to the right side of Crossroads first, and others opting to take the direct path by going left. But one by one, everyone slowly made their way to False Knight and collected the first spell of the game, Vengeful Spirit. Well, almost everyone. You see, while mostly everyone was collecting Vengeful Spirit, Shuriken was unfortunately lost, and was still stuck in Crossroads while others like Droid started their journey towards Hornets in Green Path.
I'm low-key just relying on my routing.
Well, I don't got no routing, so that sounds like a plan.
This is the only routing I got, so.
Meanwhile, there's Shuriken. I'm not gonna say anything about his. But as time continued, everyone slowly made their way into Green Path, with Droid so far in the lead as he was able to make it to Hornet first. Although Droid would meet an unfortunate end by Hornet, forcing him to respawn at a bench nowhere near the fight, ultimately losing time and allowing the others to catch up. Shuriken, do you have a map pulled up of the game, or no, you're just relying off of memory? Oh, okay.
What? She just walked into me? I fucking died. Never mind.
But of course, as round 1 continued on, both Droid and Honey Oni found themselves fighting Hornet simultaneously, managing to do something I couldn't help but be surprised by.
I got Hornet.
I beat Hornet at the same time. I beat Hornet at the same
It was like the same exact time, yeah.
Meaning that at this point, it was between Brick and Shuriken to decide which of them would come last and ultimately be eliminated from round 1. And while I would like to do a short cinematic showing their epic showdown, it unfortunately didn't play out that way.
Remember the no practice honor code? When everybody said they didn't practice earlier.
Alright, Brick is now beaten Hornet, meaning the person in last place is Shuriken, so Shuriken, you're unfortunately eliminated from the tournament. Yet, you see, because Shuriken got lost during the majority of round 1, it unfortunately meant that he didn't arrive at False Knight until almost everyone had either reached Hornet or was in the process of reaching her, meaning Shuriken was unfortunately eliminated from round 1, meaning that it's now time to move on to... Alright, on go. Continue on to getting Dream Nail. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know where to go.
And with that, round 2 in the journey to acquiring the Dream Nail began. Now, unlike round 1, where there was pretty much one clear path to defeating Hornet, the journey to acquiring the Dream Nail was a little more complicated, since the resting grounds, the location of the Dream Nail, could be accessed from multiple different areas, each requiring their own items or abilities in order to enter. However, one item was for sure a guaranteed pickup if everyone wished to continue: the Mantis Claw, meaning that one by one, everyone made their way into Fungal Waste in hopes of being the first to get Mantis Claw and putting their plans into action.
You don't have to beat the Mantis Lords, do we?
No.
No.
You just need to get the item.
Yeah, no, yes, you do. You do.
If you know the cut, right?
You do?
Yeah,
Yes,
you do.
need to do that.
No, you don't.
Yes.
I was gonna say, why do you?
So you can do Deep Nest.
Do you have to do Deep Nest, though?
Only if you plan on doing Hera. But with the majority of them getting access to Mantis Claw, everyone's plans slowly came into form, with one person in particular coming in way faster than everyone else's: Bricks. You see, what Brick did early on was make sure that the last bench he interacted with was the Soul Fountain bench in Crossroads. So, immediately after acquiring the Mantis Claw, he then reloaded his save file so that the game sent him back to Crossroads upon re-entering the file. Meaning that unlike Jordan and Honey Oni, who were now minutes behind since they had no way of exiting out of the fungal waste quickly, Brick was now able to put a speedrun skip he learned into practice.
Nice, okay.
But just like that, Brick now had access to the Blue Lake, which as it turns out is one out of the 4 entry points into Resting Grounds. And so, after a few minutes, Brick was able to get his hands on the Dream Nail, making Brick the first person to finish the round, and Jordan and Honey Oni compete to see who will be eliminated from the tournament. But after a short food break on my end, where I stepped away to grab some pancakes, Honey Oni managed to complete the same skip that Brick did in order to get into Blue Lake. Meaning that after some careful platforming, Honey Oni was able to get their hands on the Dream Nail, which by proxy meant that Droid was unfortunately eliminated from the tournament. So now all that's left to do was the final round of the tournament. Alright, so Honey, Brick, you two are now the last remaining contestants, last remaining contestants of the Hollow Knight tournament. The winner of this, whoever is able to awaken a dreamer first, will get a 1 month trial, and gay, will get a 1 month trial to Game Pass Ultimate. On go, 3, 2, 1, go. So you're probably wondering as to why the final objective of the tournament is to awaken a dreamer. And well, for starters, speedrunning to beat the Hollow Knight is really time consuming. But I also just wanted to challenge both Brick and Honey Oni's knowledge about Hollow Knight, forcing them to speedrun to any one of the 3 available dreamers via any way they saw fit. And while I thought Brick and Honey Oni would end up going after the same dreamer, it turns out that wasn't quite the case, as Brick set his sights on awakening Lurian, the dreamer located in the City of Tears, and Honey Oni set her sights on Hera, the dreamer located in Deep Nest. Now, mind you, each dreamer has their own set of challenges in order to be awakened, with the Watcher Knights having to be defeated in order to reach Lurian, and the Lumafly Lantern needing to be acquired in order to traverse Deep Nest. And while the path to each of these dreamers is paved in its own set of challenges, time would come to prove that one route was indeed faster than the other. You know what the downside is, Honey? That you saved at Deep Nest. So even if you were to restart your file, you're still stuck there. And so, as Brick finished up his fight with the Watcher Knights, and Honey Oni was still battling the darkness in Deep Nest, Brick managed to awaken Lurian, not only finishing the round, but also winning the tournament. Alright, well, just like that, Brick has awakened a dreamer. Therefore, he has won the tournament. Now, of course, a huge thank you to everyone that participated in the event, as it was a lot of fun to host. But down in the description, I've left a link to everyone's respective channels so that you can see more of their content if you enjoyed them here. And of course, a huge thank you to you as well for making it this far into the video. But since you did make it this far, you might as well like and subscribe so you can see the next tournament that I'll eventually host. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed playing Silksong, and I'll see you later. Bye!